Okay, you guys, I thought it would be super funny if I would leave Skye alone with Tatum for a second just to see how she does with her. I do that like briefly, like throughout the day. I'll just like, if I have to grab something upstairs or whatever, it's way too hard for me to try to carry them both upstairs. So I just leave them if they're happy or whatever. So I wanted to see how Skye would do with her, because normally she does really well. I mean, she's a little rough sometimes, but for the most part she does really good. So let's see how she does. Okay, Skye, Mommy's gonna go upstairs for now, okay? So can you watch Tatum for me? Can you watch her for me? Okay, now you be nice to Tatum. Mom will be back, okay? You don't want to squish her. Here, let's just move your legs like this. Here, Tay. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. You don't like her. I don't think she likes that baby. You're silly. You want her to sit on you? Yes. There we go. Oh, she's so come here, baby. Okay, well, I guess I will just have to see how that went. I went upstairs for a second, but then I was like, well, I should probably go in the bathroom so that I can peek and watch them. Or if Tatum starts to cry, then I can come out really quickly and just save her.
Well, hey guys. So, we figured we'd do a Q&A.
Yes.
It's been a while.
It has been a very long time. Actually, I think the last one we did was like at the very beginning of when we first started our channel, so that you guys could kind of better get to know us. So I did do a poll on my Instagram again for you guys to send us questions. And so yeah, I guess we'll just jump right into it.
Yeah. Especially since it's changed so much now that we have 2 girls and everything.
Yes.
Only had 1 the last time we did it.
Okay, first question is, are you still friends with Ben and Katie?
So unfortunately, Ben is like my best friend. I love the dude.
We still love them so much. We are definitely still friends with them.
Mhm.
We don't see each other nearly as often as we once did. Right before I had Tatum, and with us having her now, and then Katie being pregnant, and just all of it, it's kind of makes it a little harder for us to all get together as often as we did. But
Yeah, we still have
love
game nights.
having our game nights.
And I literally see Ben almost every day.
Yeah.
We go to the gym every morning together, unless I'm being lazy or, yeah, mainly it's me being lazy. But yeah, no, we're still really close to them, and they're definitely some of our closest friends.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Next question. Do you want any more kids or just the 2 girls?
As of now, we're good with the 2.
Yes. As of now, we're definitely good with the 2. I'm only 5 months postpartum.
On the table.
I know that we for sure want one more baby. We're kind of throwing back and forth the idea. We both have different ideas of kind of what we...
Moana's on, and it's the big crab that sings Shiny, so Skye's saying, oh,
She's
no.
telling it no. But yeah, so I'll just say what my idea would be with the kids, and then you can say your piece. But
Sure.
for me, I'm thinking if we would space out our 3rd and final baby about 2.5 years or so, I feel like that would be perfect. I don't want to have too big of an age gap if we do only have one more baby. But we do need enough time to just kind of let the girls grow up a little bit more before we add another one to the mix. So, yeah. In my mind, if we had a 3rd one, I think that would be perfect. And if we had a 4th one, I'm not opposed to that either. We would just have to space them out a little more, I think, if we did 2 more.
Yeah, that's exactly my thoughts. I would wanna wait like 3 to 4 years, I guess, until our next kid, so that way we can have 2 more. So that way there's like 2 different sets. But if it does happen where we have a kid sooner, then I probably wouldn't be opposed to it being our last kid. Like, the last thing we want to do is be overwhelmed, and we want to be able to pour into all of our children fully. So
Yeah, definitely.
that's the plan for now.
Do we want a baby boy?
Is the sky blue? Is like
Yeah, that's blue paper.
like
No,
absolutely. I would love to have a baby boy, realistically, but every kid I have as a girl, I'll be completely satisfied with that too. Sky, why are you shaking your butt in the corner of the screen?
Yeah, I think it's, I don't know, it has to be like that for everyone. Like, if you only have boys, you gotta have to want to have a girl, you know?
Yeah.
And vice versa. So that's how we feel. We're like, we would love to have a boy, but I would just like him. I would be so happy to have only girls also. How are the girls going to be educated?
Well, so to start, we would like to homeschool them for their early stages, just to make sure that they have like a good foundation and are confident in who they are. And then basically the plan is to put them in middle school or high school into public school. I think there's a healthy adversity there, which they can learn from, and for them to be able to come home to a safe environment and express it and talk to us about it and try to work through it with us, I think that'll be huge, rather than them having to hit adversity later in life and not be exposed to it. So.
Yeah, for a little backstory, I was homeschooled my whole life. Damar had gone to public school his whole life, so yeah, we're just gonna kind of combine both of those experiences.
Yeah, because there's good in both.
And, yeah.
Definitely.
Next question is, how do you feel down there after baby girl? This question is funny. I would say I'm healed up completely, and it's been months now since I've been healed. This time around with my second, I tore pretty bad when I had Skye, but this time around I didn't, so my recovery was a lot faster, so very thankful for that. What are things you do for date nights at home?
Mainly we watch TV shows or movies, play games. We literally play games that are meant for like 3 or more people, and we'll just play them ourselves.
Yeah, we played What Do You Meme the other night, and it was hilarious.
And Ticket to Ride we've done before too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've really realized the value of having a date night. So we've been having little breaks of where the girls get watched by my mom and her mom, and then we get to spend some time together. So
Yeah.
but that's really what we do for the most part. Go out to have dinner, but that's at home. That's not at home. So
we have 2 more that will answer. How do you guys manage finances? Any tips or advice?
So the biggest word of advice is to not let Maria go on Zara or Old Navy, because she will basically go crazy.
No.
It's all for the girls. It is, but
Yes. I love to buy clothes for the girls. Yes, it may be a little bit of a problem. But it's usually things that we need. Like, for instance, this is the first year where Skye is, like, actually going to be playing outside and stuff. So she needs, like, winter boots. She needs, like, winter things, like gloves, hats, stuff like that. Same for Tatum. I mean, if I'm taking Skye out, then I'm going to be taking Tatum. So, yeah, that's recently what I've been purchasing, is things that we need. But on a serious note, I would say a good tip would be to budget and to figure out how much money you're spending on everything. So, like, you can write down a list of, like, your things that you just, like, can't avoid. So, like, your mortgage, your phone payment, your insurance for your cars, all kinds of stuff like that. You can figure out how much expense you have, and then anything extra. If you just track that, like, there were a few months where Damar and I just went on our bank account and we just, like, wrote down and, like, calculated every single expense that we had every time we went to Starbucks, every time we went out to eat wherever. And it is insane how fast, like, it accumulates.
everything adds up.
So I would really recommend doing that, because then once you realize, oh, wow, I can seriously cut back a lot on one thing, then you can put it towards something else or whatever.
Of course, try not to incur, like, as much debt as possible. There's some things that you'll need to, like your house, sometimes a car, things like that. It's like, well, student loans, it's part of the process, but of course the less amount of debt you have, the better.
Yeah.
Make sure you know the interest rates on all your credit cards. Try not to load them up with too much stuff, but by no means are we, like, financial experts.
Oh gosh, no.
That's even something you could do. You could try to sit down with, like, a financial coach, or there's people who do, like, credit repair and stuff like that, and they can better guide you and help you and go into more detail with getting everything planned. But that's just, like, our little tidbits.
Yeah. Okay, last question is, what attracted you to the other person, physical and not physical?
You can go first.
Okay. I would say probably, okay, I'm gonna do not physical first.
Okay.
So I would say his sense of humor. He always made me laugh so hard at Starbucks, and it's really embarrassing. I probably laughed at everything you said.
Made you laugh, so I'm not funny anymore.
I mean, you can interpret that however you want, but
I'm pretty hurt. That's fine.
no, he makes me laugh a lot. Sometimes. But yeah, his sense of humor and his kindness towards me. He's always been really kind to me. Like, and I just remember starting out at Starbucks, I was extremely timid, and being 16 and being homeschooled, not really being out in the real world a whole lot, he just made me feel like I was safe, and he showed me all the ropes of Starbucks and all that stuff. But so yeah, those two things for not physical. For physical, I would say his smile and his eyes. I would always go home to my parents. I wouldn't always, but I did at one point. I remember going home and I would just tell them, like, how kind his eyes are. It's kind of cringy, but yeah, his smile and his eyes. Your turn.
So for not physical, I'd have to say how nurturing you were and are. I could just always tell that you were going to be a good mom and a good wife. And that was something that I had, like, the utmost of importance, like, placed on that trait, and you checked that box easily. And I would say how understanding you were and are. Like, you weren't quick to judge me, or like how I used to live my life or anything like that. You looked at, like, my heart through the situations and loved me through all my ups and downs and still chose me. So those are my not physical. And then physical,
Loving.
I'm not gonna say it. I would say your eyes. And
We've never actually talked about this.
I know. I would have to say the scientific name for it, I do believe, is posterior or gluteus maximus.
Oh my gosh. You never told me that. I had no idea.
What do you mean? I feel like I've told you.
You didn't be looking at my...
Keep it PG
But
for the kids.
that is really nice. That's a great compliment, I think. But, you know, a lot changes after you have kids and all that.
Stop.
But
Whatever. No, I'm a simple guy. What can I say? Yeah, that's it.
eyes and booty. I'll take it.
It's not your booty, it's your beauty.
Okay.
Please edit that out. But alright guys, on that note, we're going to call it quits. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it more than you know. If you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button.
Yes.
And
follow us on our social medias
Yep,
down below.
down below.
And we will see you in our next video. Hi,
was gonna
Tower
say-
family.